Welcome back everyone in another video lecture in the series of C programming. In this lecture we're going to understand two very important concepts. One is called type conversion and another thing will called typecasting as well. Okay, type conversion as well as typecasting. So let us first understand actually what is type conversion, and we're also going to see some examples so that the whole concept will be clear. With a compiler, I'm going to use the dev C++ compiler, the ID that we normally use for the C or C++ programming. So let us pick the first point here. What is type conversion? What is conversion? If we just break down this term here, type and conversion, in C programming, type means data types. Okay, type means what? Type means data types. Conversion means conversion means converting a type to another type. Converting converting a type to another. Do not get confused by heard about only this. See the complete lecture, you will get the idea. Converting a type from to another type. Okay, another type. It doesn't mean that we're going to convert the data type actually into float or float to int. It means that suppose you have an expression, okay, arithmetic expression or any expression in a programming syntax in C programming, something like this. Let's suppose I am declaring a variable over here, integer a equal to 10, and then I'm declaring another variable, suppose float f equal to 2.5. Okay, so type conversion means what here? Type conversion means suppose I want to find one solution, one expression, want to solve an expression, something like this, a plus f. I want to solve this expression. Okay, so now let's understand what is this expression. So now look at this carefully. Okay, look at this carefully. What I have written? I have written here a plus f. So what is the type of f? Look at carefully. Type of f is, a is int and type of f is float. So if you look at this expression, both the operand are of different type. So type conversion means, please note down, type conversion means when an expression has multiple types or different types of operand, then the expression will be promoted to higher data type. Will be promoted to higher data. This is the meaning of actual type conversion. So look at this example again. A and F. Out of these two data type, float is higher data type. Why? Because float has two parts. If you take this example 2.5, you can see carefully. This is the integer part and this is the decimal point part, or you can say the fractional part. So float has both the things, integer part as well as the fractional part. But on the other side of integer doesn't have any fractional part, only a decimal value over here. So out of this integer and float, compiler will consider float as the higher data type. I'll tell you very shortly how this data type will be considered during the conversion from a hierarchy, how this type promotion has been done. So now when compiler going to evaluate this expression, suppose I am writing now integer c equal to a plus f. So I try to find this arithmetic addition between integer and float. So the outcome of this expression will be in type of higher data type, means it will become float. So what compiler will do? Compiler will convert this a to float. So it is promoting. So a will promoted to float. Another point, when you say A, it directly not this A, the value of A actually. So better to write value of A will promote it to float. So what is the value of A? Value of A is 10. I am adding it with 2.5 as of now. So before solving this expression, what compiler will do? Compiler will convert this 10 to float and then it will perform the addition. So what is the result here? Result is 12.5. Now look at another point is coming here. This is float. That's fine. It is applied what? Type promotion. And how this promotion has been done? This promotion is done totally automatically. We did nothing. The programmer did nothing. I simply write this expression a plus f in using programming syntax. Compiler did this type promotion. It is done automatically by the compiler. So this type of conversion is called implicit conversion. This type of conversion is called implicit conversion or another time automatic conversion as well. Because everything done by the taken care by the compiler here. Compiler check which one is the lower, which one is the higher and convert on that type. So now here if we look at carefully that 12.5 is what? 12.5 is a floating point value. So now next, now look at this line, what I have written, integer c equal to. So the what is the value become now? Integer c equal to 12.5. Now look at carefully. This is float, but this is integer. Here is an assignment operator. So when we assign any particular value to another variable, before assigning the value, what compiler will do? Compiler will be further do the conversion of this type. So now let's understand what is this. Whatever the rules I am going to telling you now with respect to implicit conversion, it is related to the assignment operator. When you assign a value to certain identifier, it might be a variable, might be a constant. So here, look at when you talk about the assignment operator, there are two things. This is called R value. You can say the right hand side expression, and this is called L value, the identifier. C. So whenever there is a assignment from an R value to L value, compiler follow one rule very strictly. The rules is that, please note down, if the type of L value and R value is same, then no type conversion is required. No type conversion is required. So that means in this case, the as it is value of R value will be assigned. Here in our case, the value of R value is 12.5. So it will be assigned directly to 12.5. But look at the rule number 2, B rule. If type of L value and R value is mismatched, then the value of right expression will be converted according to the type of L value. So now, what is the type of L value in our case? Type of L value is integer and type of R value is float. So what will happen here? We try to assign to C a value of 12.5. So this will be converted to integer. So this is called type demotion. type demotion. A higher data type is assigning to the lower data type. So whenever there is a type demotion, there is a chance of information loss. There is a chance of information loss. So here C is integer, but 12.5 has two different parts. This is the integer part and this is the fractional part. So we all know that when we assign a float value or a fractional value to an integer, only integer part will be considered. So that means a possible information loss, 0.5 will be lost from this number. So now C will be equal to 12. So again, this is implicit type conversion, automatic. Why? It is done because of the assignment operator. What is the first and most important rule? The type of L value and the type of R value should be same. Then there will be no information loss. If there is a mismatch in type of L value to R value, then the R value, expression value, will be converted to the value of type L value. So there is a chance of information loss. Okay, so let's see this thing in comparison. So let's write this code. So we have integer a equal to 10 and we have the float f equal to 2.5. And now what we are doing, integer c equal to a plus f. And now let's print the value of c. Save this. Select the file type from here. Now compile this code. Yes, now get the output here. We get the output here 12, not 12.5. Why? Because the type of C is here integer and the type of the expression a plus f is float. So you are doing what? You are doing a higher data type to a lower data type assignment you are performing. So in this case, type demotion will be done. So type demotion is there is a chance of information loss. So in that case, zero point 0.5, which is the fractional part, is not known to the integer data type C. So that fractional part will be truncated, only integer part will be assigned. Okay, got it? So in this video, I have just explained the very basic part of type conversion. In the next video, I'm going to telling you about more details about the type conversion and what are the rules is actually followed by the compiler. Okay, so do not forget to like this video and do not forget to subscribe my channel. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much.